Okay, we'll be back from a break. Let's continue our class. We have talked that keyboard mouse has a left button, right button, and a scrolling wheel. The right button is for giving more option. Left button is for selecting. Then we have three double click on the left mouse button to open or execute anything. So that is starter like double click. So when you double click using a left button, it opens what you want to open, whatever you want to open. And also when you do double click on the right mouse, does not do anything or does not open anything, like it only gives you options. So let's continue down. In every application you open give you these three signs, minus and the rectangle or a window and the closing line in the red color. So one, minus, means minimize. Two, maximize. Then three, closing. So there is a maximize and the restore down, that is the one in the middle. There is also closing, which is the red line. So you're not going to spend much time there, but let's go to lesson number 1, which is a keyboard. There are two ways of measuring typing speed while you are typing using a keyboard. When the first way, it is gross words minutes, how many total number of the words you typed per minute, including errors. Number 2, it is net words a minute. So that is per minute. The total number of the types, the typed words per minute minus errors. So that helps your speed, how you're improving your speed in typing. So there are 3 elements to improve the speed and the accuracy. Of course, we mentioned about the first one is using the appropriate posture and the hand position is required. Secondly, it is to memorize of the keys of a finger assignment in Indeed. We are going to see that. The third way is using effective practice method is needed. So that's very important. Let's first see that on the keyboard. So each keyboard, we have a keyboard finger chart. This helps us to know how to put our hands on the keyboard. Now, as you see, the left hand, each finger has the button it goes with. As you can see, left hand, the first finger goes with letter A, the second S, the third D, and the fourth F. So when you're practicing, you can see that each color here matches with the colors on the keyboard. So in other words, if this color is on the first finger here, every letter with this type of color is supposed to be touched by this finger. So that's very important. The same to the right button. Now the thumb finger goes to the space button. We are going to have, let me first introduce the position of how to sit, and then we go to the link. We open how we learn a lesson for how to use a keyboard in a short information by the keyboard lesson. So we do have, this is the way you should sit, and this is the way you should position your hand while you are putting it on the keyboard. You can look the photo carefully. You can see how the man is sitting upright so that the neck does not get tired, and also his hands, the arm rest on the table, not on the keyboard. So that is very important when you're typing, because when you rest your hand on the keyboard, you may by accident press other buttons unknowingly. So this is false and this is correct. This is how you're supposed to put your hand on the keyboard. So you are going to, let's first go to one of the link here. We get some practical lesson of how to use keyboard. Just a minute. So that is a link. I already gave it to you. It will be also in the comment section below, but also you have it in your book. So once you open this link, you go to start. You go to start. You don't need to log in. So you will wait a bit if you have a good internet. So all these are lessons for how to use keyboard, but we are going to begin with the introduction of how to use keyboard. The rest you will open and you do your personal practice. So let's open the introduction of how to use keyboard.
So, I hear you want to type like a pro. Let's start by setting up your finger positioning. Look at the F and J keys on your keyboard. Do you see the bumps on each key? Close your eyes and feel for the bumps using your 2 index fingers. Take your time, but don't look. Did you get it? Your index fingers should always find their way back to F and J by feeling for those bumps. Now curve your fingers and bring your other fingers down on the next 3 keys on either side. This is called the home row position. For example, to type the letter U, your right index finger will travel up 1 key and then quickly return to the bump on the J key. Okay, before we start, there is only one rule you must always follow. Never, ever look at the keyboard while typing. If you follow this rule, your index fingers will quickly learn to find their way home by feeling for the bumps. Fast typists forget about the keyboard and don't even realize their fingers are at work. They feel one with the computer. After some practice, you'll start feeling it too. The computer becomes a part of your body and your mind is in full control. Let's get started.
Okay, so that is the lesson for how to use keyboard. So please, I challenge you. You make sure that you start doing the lesson. And you can see here, and I press on the F, of course J, and the others you can see. So you can start using this lesson by yourself. Make sure you practice more. So let's continue. Let's continue with our lesson. So I just closed everything. Let's me open it again. We continue with our lesson session. So this is how we just stopped from how to use keyboard. So as for now, let me give you a short break, and then we come back to learn how to use Microsoft